I think the biggest person is probably one of my friends. His name is Jaden McGrew. He plays the game probably every day, literally every day. I call him Bug. I'm not gonna tell him, so of course it's gonna be really cool just for him to see me out there. And I'll probably get a lot of FaceTime calls from a lot of the homies back home. So.
All right, last one for you. Now that NBA 2K26 is here, you have a checklist of to-dos in the game? Any MyPlayer builds you're working on?
Up next, the Hawks taking on the Warriors. For the Atlanta Hawks, they'll be on the road in a tough test. But when this team shines, they shine brightly. Now it's proving time. Warriors, Hawks is next, right after this. Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Now Atlanta's starting five. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. And it's Young in at the point. And for the Warriors, we've got Jimmy Butler. Also Kuminga out there. Stephen Curry is out there with Quentin Post. And it's Dixon in at the two. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, PA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Tip-off goes to Atlanta. Now Daniels. Pass to Johnson. Daniels outside. They get it again. Okongwu. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, Okongwu has been stepping up his efforts on the offensive glass, and he's rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Now here's Butler. Here's Dixon. 5 to shoot. Okongwu with the rebound. And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
They won both games against this club last season. Would love to repeat that this time around.
Sometimes Okongwu can finesse his way around you in tight. He's got a nice touch around the bucket.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The developing game of Trae Young is something that Coach discussed with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses. We'll see if they can contain him here. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Following the score by Atlanta, Curry's shot is off.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
From 12 feet, and it's off the back of the rim, no good. Here's Golden State, 4-point game. Dixon, good.
Yeah, this team wants Kuminga to do that more. Pass it with a purpose.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself.
To the paint, Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Here's Dixon, and the layup is good off the glass. Dixon's got 6 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pass to Risache. Outside Johnson. Young from long range. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
He had more than enough room room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
To the inside. Okay, let's bring up the list of the top foul shooters among post players this season. The fourth spot held by Jimmy Butler.
And I love how these bigs take the touch they have in the paint straight to the free throw line.
Yeah, what a luxury for the coaches. They can trust their bigs to make free throws. That takes a load of stress away.
That one drops. He ties it up. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Rizachet. Going inside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And there's the ability to finish for Rizachet. Nobody scares him at the rim.
Here's Dixon, guarded by Young. Dixon, good. 10 points for him.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Here's Curry, following the score by Atlanta. Inside, here's Dixon. Up and in on the layup. Dixon's got 12.
Pounding it inside early and often. Setting a physical tone.
The Hawks have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Daniels against Curry. Pass to Rizachet from behind the arc. Warriors with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
And Atlanta with possession here. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Here's Johnson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Dixon. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Hawks have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Young finds a Kongwu. Now here's Young. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Post.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Nice shot by Kuminga.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Here's Young. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And total command of the offense. The passing was insane, especially when you consider how many points he put up.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Johnson passes to Young. Back to Johnson. And he lobs it up top. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Kuminga. Finished off the break.
Well, you see the strength right there. Kuminga is skilled at fending off the defense.
Hawks trail by 6. Young looking over the floor. That has to be encouraging. Sinking one after missing his first 5.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And down it goes. 2 points. And the Warriors lead by 6.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
He's just 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body does.
The Hawks lead by 6. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Rizichet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Then it's Newell, then it's Trae Young, and it's Houston in at the 2-guard spot. Back to Young. 6 to shoot. And he drops that one in. Young's got 6.
Well, obviously, Young's a polished jump shooter. There aren't many that he'll turn down.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. The 3 ball is good from Young.
Crisp mechanics of Young on display there. A guy who has his shot down cold.
Here's Dixon. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Dixon's got 19 points.
Both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
That one falls.
Jalen Johnson.
He has 6.
Well, Johnson is such a strong guy. He has no problem finishing against physical D.
Dixon can't get it to go.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, B.A. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important for the referees is they have to be able to determine which travel calls gain a guy an advantage and which ones you could let go because they have no effect on the play.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Houston. Back to Johnson. Here's Houston. Outside Johnson. That one drops for him. Johnson's got 8.
Well, look, Johnson reads how the defense is playing it, gets a little space coming off the pick. Nice play.
Here's Dixon. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. The Hawks lead by 7. Here's Houston. Pass to Young for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Post has got 5 rebounds in the game.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field. And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Now Rizichet. Outside Johnson. To the left side wing. Houston passes to Young. Here's Houston. 3-pointer. Dixon pulls it in. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Smooth in their last game against Sacramento played some superb basketball. He scored 64 points, and he was very efficient with his shooting, with a solid percentage of both field goals and free throws. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Great report there, Allie. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
On the wing, Risacher. The Warriors pull it in. Post has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Risacher. Pass to Post. And the shot goes down. And now just a 3-point Atlanta lead.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
And here's Risacher. Outside Johnson. Now Young. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Golden State calls timeout. Stan, there's always a lot of attention on Trae Young. What do you think his defining quality is?
Well, look, Brian, he's one of the premier facilitators in the NBA. Not many players have the timing he does. Whether it's a lob or off the bounce, his passes find the mark.
Daniels checked in for Houston. And here is our race for Rookie of the Year. You can feel the excitement around this group. So much potential right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
Well, no debate here. He's running away with it and looks poised for big things to come.
And the upcoming schedule for the Atlanta Hawks. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers.
And that game against the Bucks, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
It's both from the stripe. And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Next game, they'll get to take on the Lakers in Los Angeles. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip.
One of the elite scorers in this league. Trae Young with another big night. He is relentless.
Butler with the bucket.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside Risacher. Down low. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist from Risacher. 12 points now in the game for Jalen Johnson. Smooth. Pass to Curry. To the wing, right side. Kuminga down low. Risacher covering. Pass to Dixon. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Wow, I like that. It was like Johnson was shot out of a cannon coming down the lane.
Now Curry. In traffic, Curry puts it in.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
The Hawks lead by 5. Pass to Risacher. The kick out to Young. Releases. And too long on the shot. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. Dixon, good.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
Butler.
It's a close one here in San Francisco. And here's Daniels. Still without a bucket.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Warriors shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Here's Dixon, guarded by Young. Dixon can't get it to go. And for Atlanta, they're shooting a red-hot 63% in this game.
Man, can Johnson get up. Great to see him tap off the drive like that.
Here's an 8-footer. And that one's good. Dixon's got 33 points.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Here's Post, and he goes in for the dunk.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Dixon. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Now just a 1-point Hawks lead.
Well, not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
And it'll be Atlanta with their first time out of the game here. Well, we always hear about the rookie wall, Grant, but some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, I think it's real for most.
Johnson, he's been the guy making things happen for Atlanta. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Back after this.